I am a fan of Golden Hoops.
Step back. Oh! A cold-blooded three for James Harden. And that may be the game winner.
Here for that 7th game of the Western Conference Final in astonishment as here's Harden got the step and step. Oh, what a move!
He's smarting over there on the opposite side of the floor. Good defense by Kyrie. Oh, wow! Butter by James Harden. Just watch this now. Watch to the top of the screen.
Once again in the bottom lane, going down a piece, and it's stolen by Harden. Harden for the slam to seal the deal. 61, the Gordon three.
David Robinson was a great shot blocker. Patrick Ewing.
James Harden said block this.
Brown. Harden trying to get free. Down to 3, down to 2. It's a 3. Good! Good! He got it! James Harden, a flamethrower!
Oh my! Somebody give Kent Bazemore a map so he can locate James Harden.
Tonight, 3 of 7. Thompson's defense there. Step back, 3, down, hard! He's done it again!
A week and a half, 2 weeks ago when they went from Charlotte back to Houston against Miami.
Session there, and here's James going in, and just the slightest, see with the chicken wing.
Save it. Houston ball. Harden. And he's finally on the board with his first.
Harden. He's licking his chops. He fell down. Harden with a cold-blooded three. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, are you kidding me?
Oh boy, watch it.
Harden backs up and tries it again. Yes! He does it again! James Harden steals the ball. Simmons with a bad pass. And Harden all the way to the rack for 2. James Harden has 15 points. Look at all those blue jerseys going to the other side of the court to stay with Harden, but it didn't do any good. By Bickerstaff.
Harden finds its way to Ennis. Harden's going to have to put it up, just gets it off in time. And, of course, hits it. James Harden from downtown.
That's good defense.
In the first half. Crowd wanted an offensive foul on Harden. Crowder felt he was pushed hard.
Defender is right on top of him. Houston trying to go up there with a 5-game winning streak. Harden doing his share of the heavy lifting. Now this is just, he'll lull you to sleep because he's got a big man.
It's going to get him tonight.
Harden steps back, hits again. Unbelievable.
James Harden has made 5 threes, and here he goes with the
Harden with a step back 3. Got another one. Shaking his head. Looking at Milwaukee's bench.
And they won all 3 games against Utah at home in the first round. Harden stepped back and nails the three-pointer, his second 3.
Well, they're running some little actions.
Stolen by Harden. Harden, top 4 in the NBA in steals. The crossover and the slam. James Harden at both ends of the floor.
Harden, coast to coast. Count it. Another and one opportunity.
Both guys were determined to get a play for their team.
Harden.
Step back. Oh! It's a 3+1.
Thompson is on Harden. Shot clock at 1. Harden's got a fire on the fly and got the floater to full.
Harden throws it up and it goes in. Everything this season is going in. Gordon 4 of 4 at the line. The Magic are 15 of 16. Gordon last night, and they went over the Celtics, went 13 of 13 at the line as we have a foul the other way.
And Harden he took that and hit his own hands and got the deflection. Harden with a layup at the other end and right there hitting Capella. Now you can see.
And didn't buy it, didn't take the chance. Harden instead will shoot the dagger from beyond the stripe.
Here's Harden with the runner. They had made their last 6 shots. That counts. And the foul. Harden gets a steal in the post 20% of the time when he guards post players.
Oh, what a move by Harden, and one. Got it done at the defensive end, and then just got it done at the offense.
Toughest players on this Rockets team.
Tucker, the master of the corner 3. Here's Harden's first shot.
You can take Harden.
Ball gets free, gives it up to James. James fires up a 3. That is 31 points for James Harden.
Oh, he splits through and takes to the rim.
Oh, that's just so beautiful. And
By Harden able to split right through Kuzma and Bullock.
yeah, and to the James pump fake, stepping right into it.
Harden guarded by James to the step back. Yes! Hits the 3.
Oh,
Follows the ball. Ball rebound. James Harden fires it up. Got it.
Harden again, switch on B, Durant on top, shot clock at 7, James. We take more than the Rockets do this season.
Harden the step back over Turner at the foul line. 7 straight for the Blazers. Rockets down 16. Harden over Aminu, tough shot, and a great make.
But here's James right here with Aminu on him. Games with at least 40. There's that step back 3. Money. Cash.
Shot clock at 5 seconds. Harden's going to have to shoot it now. He dribbled around with it for about
Big time now to do any of that.
Harden again with Ferguson on him. Step back long 3. It's good. Harden with his.
Shumpert only 25%. Good anticipation. The steal and the dunk for the Bears. Harden says, I'm going to warm up here tonight. Puts it in and out. Starting unit, they just play slow, and they've been playing slow ever since PJ Tucker was put into the starting lineup last year. Harden did it himself that time, one-on-one.
And if you're Houston, you need your offense to help your defense today.
Harden on the take, beautiful.
by the Celtics.
6 for 19 for the field. Harden on a step back. Yes!
In on Harden. Hausman helping. Harden dunking! Hausman was forcing him to go that way with the help. Harden obliged and then brought the hammer. And 5 rebounds.
So they got Millsap on him, who's about the same size, but not nearly quick enough.
Blows right by him.
The Wizard again. Harden falling for the screen from Ennis. Gets the switch on Jokic. Takes it.
Points, couple rebounds, couple assists. He works on McConnell and a step back triple.
And he's, that's not right. It's not going to back down from James.
And the foul on Hayward is now the 5th. Trying to defend against Harden, who fires. Yes, another!
That's good hustle. And Capella was down there where he could do that instead of being out on the perimeter. Harden with a 3.
Harden connects. Dun. Playing the Stevie Wonder song. Harden inside again. Oh, sensational finish for James Harden. Stay tuned, the turn at halftime. Michelle.
Yeah, there's minutes left to play in the game. Harden, will he step back again? He does. And he hits it.
Here's his 5th.
Korkmaz is in. That's a 3. Got it! 20 and 10 game the other night. Harden got the screen, tried by a beat and hammers it in. Oh, he's flying off the wing.
told Gasol. Gasol was saying, hey, let's get
BJ out a lot.
Harden with a step back. Got it again.
Rookie rocks the cradle between the legs, drives the lane, gets to the rim, and that's Houston.
Wins this game for the Blazers the last time we were here, winning the ISO matchups. Now, of course, the Rockets will...
And Lillard on a nightly basis.
I'm just a little surprised at how slow the Rockets have come out of the game.
Harden stepping right, got it. Starting to get into rhythm now.
James Harden, a little bit of a step to his right to create just enough.
Harden gets around Graham for the easy layup.
Harden, get in there! Yes!
Booing, and look at this shot from James.
Here comes a double team as Mills doesn't make it. Harden from the parking lot. Oh man, are you kidding me?
The beard, he's on.
Payton with another poke check. Harden is determined for three. He gets it back from Tucker. Pulls back, scores.
7-footers running to the three-point line.
That wasn't a three-point line, that was a hash mark.
Oh, the beard with the finger over the shot blockers. You get a chance to see.
Led to 10 Houston points.
Because they shouldn't have started Favors, as you see. You're going to force Harden to the right, and now he's going to step back to the right. I'm the third leading shot blocker, then I have to adjust. Then send me right.
James.
Pace of play is going to enable them to keep up with the Rockets.
And there's Harden to the basket for 2 and 1.
You can see James with the isolation right here, going to his right hand after the foul.
Rockets are shooting 45%, Warriors are shooting 45%. Rockets have never led, Warriors have led by 14. Free! Curry comes out on Harden. They switch and they put Green on him in the shot clock at 6. Harden, step back, three, good! And the ball, and it goes inside with Harden getting it.
Harden, step back three, got it.
Got it. Step back. Good balance.
Screen by Tucker, switch on defense, here comes Thompson. Into 2. He split the defense. How in the world did he split the defense of Looney and Tucker?
Look at this. Look at this Euro step. Right around Looney.
17 straight missed field goals. Deep three, Harden here, and he's made 2 in a row.
Harden, it's good. There's a crowd silencer. James Harden, he also thought he got fouled. Shot clock again, down to 5. Harden, step back three. Bang!
Shots taking the ball off the dribble here.
And a page out of Houston's notebook. Wow, look how far this was. Oh my goodness.
Been seeing this throughout these playoffs. If it's Steph Curry, by Rivers, just better offense by Curry.
Harden, step back three. Good! James.
Back three, they've had to figure out a way. You know, a lot of people say, well, that step back is a walk, but the referee's saying this.
5%, but don't ever leave him.
All the way to the basket for the Beard.
The Beard says, you know what? You can't.
12.
At some point, you got to stop shooting threes if you're shooting 12%.
Wasn't played a lot of minutes together.
And they only playing about 13 and a half minutes a game.
Step back. Yeah, it's back. Down to 4 seconds, down to 3. Behind the back, razzle dazzle.
Let's think about it. The guy was at home without a job.
Harden blows past James and throws it.
Nuggets are 9 of 17 from 3. Houston 9 of 25. The yammer for James Harden. 1 for Iguodala. Starting for the first 2 times. Here comes Harden with the drive. And he gets it to go in his first field goal tonight.
Well, there's the dance here with James.
Looks to reset. Harden with a deep 3. Yes! And the foul!
It's a game where block this and get dunked on. You want some of this long-range three-pointer?
On Griffin. 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. Hard in the lane, over Drummond, off the... Marquise Morris is ejected. Wizards turn it over, and Harden is by himself.
Still 10 seconds on the shot clock for Harden. Goes to the bucket for 2.
That was good defense by Powell. He'll just have to try to do it again. Harden got around it.
It's a bad spot for a pretty good darn defensive player.
2 left in the game. Rockets up by 1. Harden falls away. Fires it off the door. Rebound goes to Capella. Back to Harden. Oh, I think he was up so high.
I love it too. Oh, baby.
Career. Bar not be elite, so they like this matchup as well.
65 games last season, so this season was just about the postseason. And then they had to...
Oh, Harden at the...
Here in the second quarter, Harden fires and hits! And the foul on separation!
Right, he scored every point except these 3.
7 straight seasons. Been very good as Harden lets the 3 go and nails it.
He was coming off the bench most of the year, putting up incredible numbers.
James Harden. Another 3-pointer.
We'll take a timeout.
Harden will bring it up. If you don't come out and get him, that's what happens. James Harden with his second. Dirty step back there by Herder.
Isn't it cool to watch the young players start to emulate what James Harden's doing?
All over the league. Goes right at Holiday, scores, that'll count. And so a free throw coming up for James Harden.
So I heard JB Bickerstaff yelling to Holiday down on the defense. Can't get back cut.
Harden measures 1.
Keep an eye on his fitness level. Remember, he was listed as questionable a little bit earlier this afternoon.
Shooting touch, kind of give him a little more shooting mojo. And so before the ball game tonight, as Harden is able to snake his way to the rim, Rivers came over here to the line after the upcoming timeout. Little off balance. Harden turns the corner, got fouled, and somehow hit the shot with the English.
Really playing with no hand, taking away any of their...
There it is.
Knocked down the 3.
Have you seen that in 600 attempts? I love it right here. Penetration.
Who's guarding him?
Well, you know who's guarding him. I'm not going to say a word.
Figured out of how to use his size.
You know, Matt, if you look at the schedule, John Armitage. Harden to the basket.
Horn.
How about the microwave?
Vinny Johnson.
Double-digit threes. You have to make that to stay in the game.
And now a 4-point chance. 3. Chance for the 4-point play.
I'm all for it. I'm all for living the American dream like that. Harden inside. This time he catches.
Harden. Got it.
Got to Google him sometime. If you're a young person out there. Alvitas Sabonis.
Harden the pullback. And
John him now. Shot clock at 4. Harden pops for 3 and hits.
Deflections and second in steals, and that speaks to his defensive abilities.
He looks like he's enjoying this assignment.
Harden and one. Count four.
I take that.
Well, he had good people skills. That really helped him as a head coach.
Setback by Harden just
Fouled. You got to be careful. The beard knows that.
steps back and fires and hits. Ennis out the ball. Here come the Rockets. Harden Euro stepping right to the rim. Layup. Yes.
What a great block by Gary Clark.
Another layup for James Harden.
5% of his layups in here.
It's luxury now with House on this roster. He's got great size. 6'7", almost 220. Harden in the corner.
Utah Jazz approaching the halfway mark of this second quarter. Harden pushing the...
Here with a deflection. I think Cauley Stein wanted that ball lobbed. Harden the Euro step and then the nifty. Harden. Three is good. His first attempt from long range, up and in.
Bogdan.
Their last 10 shots. Kings haven't been much better. They missed 7 of their last 8. But James Harden ends the drought with a straightaway triple in the opening.
During that time, nice backdoor pass, and Harden puts it down.
Look at this back cut. This is the play right here. You want to deny him.
Jeremy Lamb, who was briefly with the Rockets and helped them get the guy who's got the ball right now, and James.
And that's Capella.
Oh, from the parking lot! He was out there in the parking lot all by himself!
With the possessions in a game, that he's able to do that in today's NBA.
Harden, another teardrop and one.
Going to the free throw line. Grizzlies are using all 5 of their guys to try to...
He's got the defensive Iguodala on him. Here is Harden outside. Works on Green. The dance. Fires and buries it. They're trying to be the first road team to win in this series. From Harden. Harden's got it. Looney's on him. Shot clock at 5. 8.5 to go in the half. 3. Good! Nice shot outside by Harden. But sure enough, it was. And moments ago, the step back triple by James.
Times I don't like about this, too much one-on-one. Not enough ball movement, player movement.
And the deep three. And James with the floater.
You think that's due to the Rockets defense or the Mavs just not taking care of the ball?
Typically, the truth always lies somewhere in between, and an and one coming up for James.
Harden takes it for 2 and 1.
And this is the floater that he's added to his game. A little 5-footer floating it up, gets hit on the arm.
See that in the playoffs where both Draymond Green and DeMarcus are going to get looks from 3. This could be a charge.
Nope. Blocking foul. Cousins picks up the personal.
Shot clock down to 3 seconds, down to 2. Step back 3 will, of course.
Right, Matt, if you've never been on it, that song, It's a Small World, just plays over and over. It's like a horror film. Alley-oop. Oh.
Harden steps back over Bryant. Hits again.
Well, it's fun to watch. The offense is just so good.
Look at that. Is anybody going to guard him? He's only the #1 scorer in the NBA. Harden takes it to the basket for 2 and 1. He is so strong.
But Trevor's trying to guard James.
After the Rockets' really good offensive start, Harden going to walk it in on Sabonis, going to blow right by him. But first, this from James Harden, taking Sabonis off the...
James directing traffic. He wants to open up that paint so he can go left.
Instead, he'll shoot the 3. James
Harden accelerates and scores. It counts. And the front I've ever seen. And this is of slowing down, just decent.
It's like Yao may have the favorite.
You think? Boom. And the beard says, you know what? It's preseason.
Think about it. A month ago, Daniel House, as Harden finishes an and one. And then
19 points already for Harden. Wide open three. It's good.
He's made more of them this season than all the teams in the NBA. There's a steal by Harden. Harden gonna knife inside of Dallas, and he's fouled.
James Harden, after he makes the steal, watch when two blue jerseys are in front of him, he just goes. Gobert is on the bench.
Get a double team as Korver came over, and Harden just went right around. Harden steps back and fires and gives the Rockets their first lead. Out on the play. When we come back, he'll shoot free throws. Right now, he makes his
Bit of disappointment here in Detroit, but I still think he has a positive and bright NBA future. And one. James Harden has a bright path. Here we go. Harden on Griffin again. Rocks the cradle. Steps back. Shoots the three. Got it.
Playing alongside LeBron James.
Harden will show and go.
Crafty, so smart as a player.
The veteran Rondo starting at the point guard is James Harden. Sleeve on his left knee. That's the one that was operated this summer. Couldn't play a lot of basketball as Harden goes to the basket. Harden gets a little room, and this time it goes down. James Harden, his second three-pointer. He's got 12 points.
Looking to come back. That's why I see these two teams as a potential, finals matchup right now.
James Harden off the glass just before the shot clock. But James Harden to the basket.
Comes in for the first time. Curry and Green return. Harden step back, gets fouled and one. Chance for a 4-point play as Harden knocks down his first three-pointer of the game.
He thought had an awkward follow-through to draw the contact. Let's see.
Playoff spot in the process. 118 points the last couple of games for James Harden. Right off the bat, there's his first two, and he just passed Dave. Harden with the deflection and interception. Barrels by Randall and scores. Killed it. Harden. And one.
That winning look comes down to Payne. Has to shoot it high over Boban. This little push from behind.
Good defensive instincts and anticipation by James Harden. Goes coast to coast by himself. James Harden at both.
He's got his shot. He'll take it. When not, he's unselfish. James to the basket for two and one.
So Harden
for three. Got fouled. A 4-point play coming up for the bearded.
Hand-checking analyst, Bill?
Yes. My Drexler used to use those big old hand.
That's slightly more than that. Harden back in, working on the Capella screen. Loses Covington.
Here comes James Harden. He'll put up a three-point shot with 21 points in that win over the Washington Wizards. Here comes a step-back three. Again down the head.
Harden scoots past and banks it home. Again, Utah started off hot in game 3, and the Rockets were able to withstand that spurt. Harden, 4-3, quiets.
4 minutes in. Here's Harden against Donovan. Step back, the three is away, and good.
That's his shot. Utah, how about Harden here? Mitchell, that little step over.
Harden, right through. What double team? He went by 5 guys then.
Still play, and he's retiring, so Dirk, pay attention.
Harden with the continuation, score the basket and the free throw for James.
In fact, you might want me next year.
Crawford off the bench with 16 points. Harden!
Against Reddit. On the blow by, Harden got it. Free agent out of Arizona, 26 years old. On the ISO, Harden got it. Kind of zig while everyone's zagging, not build it like Cleveland. They wanted multiple playmakers and kind of take the load off of LeBron.
Screen. Harden switches off. Ingram on the drive. Stripped. Harden with the terrific defensive play. Here's Harden at the other end. And score.
Starting Capella on the drive. Harden off the glass. Drops it in.
Oh, that's just take one shot in the mid-range area.
But they will do that.
James throws it in. He's got 17.
It's all not on the same page. Paul to Harden. That's a dozen.
Oh, James Harden with the bloody nose on the dunk. He seems to get that quite a lot.
Up. Shot clock. One-on-one here with Moutier. Harden steps right. Contested three. Got it and one.
And watch as the defender tries to close out. Then he gets underneath James and see where James's feet land. So they aren't shooters. They can't shoot at all.
Harden. A hole! Oh, swag step there for James.
Defense that Harden is facing so far from the Raptors.
Well, you can see, Mark, that there's, generally speaking, as he pulls the trigger on the
It's 2 or 3 years to get the physicality of the NBA game.
Here comes a step back. Hughes is the one veteran on this team that really holds them down. Gives them some veteran presence.
Harden gets past Bryn Forbes to the lane. Count it and one.
Mark, that's also one of the impressive things. He's almost like a...
Harden.
James Harden.
Down to 2, it's shooting time for Harden. And he got it. Just beat the buzzer. Oh, run. And it started right here. Gets it back from Tucker. Resets. Got fouled! He got fouled! 4-point play on the way for James Harden.
Harden wide open, and then Montrez comes out and tries to...
Their father's father.
Harden to the basket for 2. Donovan Mitchell with the pickup on Harden.
Dynamic to this team that can certainly help us.
No question. Harden in traffic. Wow. The other night, Robert and I were talking about how we were able to just feed off of what Hakeem Olajuwon was able to create for us.
In the fourth quarter.
Without the basketball on that possession was a clinic.
And that defense was awful.
Anticipation by Harden against that slip.
He was second in the NBA during the regular season. Step back three. 17 points in the fourth quarter of Game 6. This crowd absolutely stunned. Harden, three-pointer. That goes. James Harden. Here so far in Game 1. Harden against Draymond Green. Step back three is good. Just over 24 seconds remaining. Harden drives, gets inside, and throws it down. Quick bucket. And that cuts it to 3 with 21.3 remaining. Harden now with 35 points.
Rockets have never led, trailed by as many as 14, down now by 11. Green, Harden, 3.
Bad pass for Gilgeous-Alexander.
One thing about getting traded from the Lakers to the Clippers is you don't have to change where you live.
Right. Harden rolled
2005.
But if that team were dropped in the league today, they would be near the bottom in terms of pace of play. Another basket for James Harden. He's perfect. Los Angeles.
As they come the other way. Nice screen by Capella. Harden inside, pushing. And comes Austin Rivers. And Harden finds the gap. He'll slither through, and he gets Oklahoma City going 0 of 8. Here comes Harden with the drive, and he gets it.
Green trying to stay with him. Harden goes right at him, drives, count it, and one.
Talking about an elite defensive player who's more than capable of switching.
Talking with Igor Kokoshkov before the game when PJ walked in, and let's just say,
well, the Suns are bad, but the Suns have beaten Milwaukee twice. They just beat Golden State a week ago. As Harden drives and finishes.
And the belief to come out and compete very undermanned tonight.
Well, as a coach, there's certain elements.
The lowest opponent field goal percentage when he is the closest defender on the block in the NBA. As Harden hits 3 points away, he dances back, takes, and hits.
The 2 years before that, dead last in the league in pace of play. Harden up top for three.
Here is when the Rockets can really make some hay.
Oh, look at Harden, coast to coast for two. Into a fresh 14. Harden steps right, lets it fly, got fouled, and one.
Kyle Korver would like to have that foul every single time. You cannot hit a shooter on the elbow.
Now double team comes over, and Harden beats it anyway. In the penalty.
Look at how much space.
For Harden as soon as they get a rebound or something. Here's James again. James again.
It's unstoppable.
Well, that's why he was last year.
To win, it was to try to fulfill the void that Durant and others had left. So great job by him and better job by.
They're up by 7. Try to make it 7 straight wins. Harden, the quick.
Extra steps. Shot clock at 4 seconds, down to 3. It's Harden time. Has to force one up, and it went in. And when he gets hot, folks, that's the way it is. So now you've got Harden ISO'd on the rookie. Knocked it down. 4. Nobody believed me last night.
I actually, at 11 o'clock last night, I went downstairs and I rode the bike for 40 minutes.
Freedom of movement is the key. All right, guys. I'm going to hit you with this one because with all these rules changes, that's Scott Clark, I'm sorry.
Harden. Percent from downtown, 2 of 11.
Harden again. You can sense he feels he's got it. And then they lost in the conference finals to Golden State. Harden with another 3.
5 in a row since. Hit a couple of free throws as well. And the three-pointer's up and in. James Harden in the books. James Harden led the NBA in three-point field goal.
Bill. Harden 2-0.
Pass, Brian, because it opens up Gobert because Capella's got to come over and stop it. Same thing as you see.
Hounded by 2. Off to Harden. Shot clock at 8. James Harden.
Job of saving that pass. Now look where he is. Right behind James. Floats it up again. In and out. In again.
Alfonso McKinney is checked in for the first time. Klay Thompson sits down. Thompson hit his first and only shot.
James Harden. That's 15 in this. In terms of their opponent shooting threes, pretty good. Only 34% from 3 allowed as Harden gets to the rim, and the Rockets strike first.
And here's Harden getting all the way to the rim, and here's league average, and far below what they get from the three-point line.
Harden again.
Tucker. Ferguson defending the step back 3. Harden counted. And Magic Johnson. Harden on the move, a floater. This is over. Adams counted for 2 and a foul. It'll be on Steven Adams.
Shot clock at 5. Harden goes right around Rubio.
He has great energy on the bench prior to getting to start. A good defender. Here's Harden. That's a tough task for it. Short-handed. Andrew Wiggins not playing because of the flu. Was unable to practice yesterday. Tyus Jones and get Wiggins back and make one last gasp run.
Zaga, he showed he could do that. He's a nice player.
Harden, deep again, unguardable.
Brandon A, he'll hurdle the fallen Embiid, and here goes Harden sneaking for 2 at the other. 197 points. Harden 3.
Make it 200.
He has scored 2.
Up, missed it. Reed puts it up, missed it. James gets it back, puts it up again, and he's fouled. Well, he's going to get a three-pointer one way or the other.
Here for Kenneth Freed and James.
Free throw of the evening. Harden, floater, good.
With pretty good defense.
On his own roommate.
Step back. Oh! Back in the 60s, 50s, and 60s when there were several title holders in this city. 3 seconds. Harden the pullback 3 with a hand in his face. They hit 5 threes. Good defense by Nance. Harden keeps at it, and with some English. Most important stat is that scoreboard. Harden got fouled and hit the shot.
So they opened up at 1-5. They are just 1-4 here at home. Oh, beautiful move by Harden. 9th turnover for Golden State. Oh, Harden from way downtown.
Watson Harden. Oh, Harden goes to the left, puts it up with the right. Oh, little teaching moment by James Harden.
Area spots is on. You hope so.
Harden puts it up and in. Severe.
Well, you know, you're busy anyway.
Yeah, you're inside. Harden. Oh, boy. Another 2 and 1.
Yeah, James Harden going down.
In that, and when he became a head coach, has subscribed to it. Harden out of the timeout, scores. Raises the rim. Davis got his hand on it. Clark clears. Harden looking for the angle. Takes it all the way.
Over to Rivers. Harden with the basketball. Harden with the drive all the way to the bucket for 2 and 1.
And that's where James is going to find his open
Ball. And it throws it right to James Harden. It's a foot race that the Grizzlies will not win.
Take a look at that steal. James reads the pass perfectly. Not a good pass there at all.
Bradley battling with Harris. Gets free. That's when Harden's the problem.
Perhaps on some level, the judgment with the trade demanded before the trade deadline.
He was in awe just
With Dion Waiters.
Yeah, Dion Waiters, who could be back with the next shot.
They are number 1 in the league in that category. There's James to the basket. Halfway through. James to the bucket for 2. Age 69. Harden steps back and fires. He had a double team on it.
But their formula is different. Force turnovers, steal the basketball, defend.
Harden with Paul. Up now by Grant. Harden with the step back and smokes the net.
At the rim. Second stint here for the Pelicans was with the Wizards last year. Harden attacking right at Davis. Laid it up. Extending their pressure on Harden. Holiday all over him. Steps left. Buries it.
The answer.
Harden gets inside, flips it up, count it, and the foul.
In the open. This guy has the ability to put the ball on the deck. Probably better than anybody on it.
One-on-one with Oladipo. Shot clock winding down. Oh, he just shook him. Oh, and he hit the shot too. Oladipo. Gonna step into the corner, gonna shoot a very tough shot and buries it with the shot clock winding.
13-point advantage here in the third quarter by Indiana. Harden. Seconds again on the shot clock. It's been all Harden's basketball. He's got to finish when he's got it the whole 24, and he does.
On the ground, and Capella rejects the shot, and Harden all by himself. One-on-one now with Morris, and there's the first point.
Also facilitate to make sure he makes the play.
Harden working on Looney and gets it off.
Oh, nice cut, nice pass. Ennis. Harden around the Capella screen, and they let him go.
Throw it away. Looking for Adebayo. Harden back in. He'll glide for 2, and it is. Exactly.
On our players-only crew, man, she is so much fun to work with.
It's terrific. Oh, Harden put out a 3.
Talk about terrific. That's James Harden.
Stripped to the ball. Ennis got a piece. Here comes Harden. Harden scoots inside and lays it in.
Only Wagner's not gotten in.
Count it and the foul.
Again, influencing left. And look at Josh Hart putting his hands behind his back.
Harden pressured. Got fouled. He just banked it in.
Bogdanovich all over James, gets in his space.
What a quarter for the Rockets. One of their better quarters. Uh-oh. Frisky.